We were working in Townsville doing some landscaping on 96 apartments there, and we'd had a lot of problems with we had a plant nursery, and we had bought the business and bought the land, and bought the business and bought the stock, but we'd leased the land. And we did it all wrong, and after 3 years we lost the lease, so we ended up with nothing. But our structures were all incorrect, and I'd come here from Africa and I didn't have the right structures. So when I saw the full page advertisement to go and look at this, meet this property investor and things like that, the thing that caught me was the structures, to get your structures right. So that's really where I first met her, was in Townsville at a one-day event. From there it just rolled on. From that one-day event I thought, well, I've got to do the boot camp. So I signed up for that. I didn't have the money for it, but I paid over we were allowed to pay over 10 months, I think it was then. So I did that, and then I went to a boot camp. From then I went and saw Dymphna and Brian at their farm, actually, to have a look at a hydroponic thing they had set up there. And we had a look at that, and then Brian said, come up and have some lunch, and Dymphna said to me, I want you to join Platinum. At which stage I really just didn't have the money to do that, and she basically said, I want the attitude there, So I was fortunate. I phoned Knowledge Source, and they gave me the option to pay over an extended period, which at the end of the day wasn't necessary, because the first deal did it all. So there we go. That answers your first bit of the question. 2009 was the beginning, October 2009, so I joined Platinum. It would have been, also the first Platinum was 31st of October 2009, so October 2009 was a boot camp in Brisbane, and October 2009 was Platinum. So it was a very quick start for me, but I knew that I just had to, I had to do something. I couldn't stand where I was. I had to do something, and I had to do it quickly. Yeah. Transition. No, absolutely huge transition. I wasn't in a place where, remembering that I joined with no money, no house, no car, couldn't borrow money, which was the way forward, And through Platinum and Dymphna's teaching, we were able to do joint ventures, and a lot of them. And where we are now, we're standing with a lot of investment properties, all in joint ventures, and all in trusts. So the structures, the first thing I did was get all the structures right, so that it wouldn't happen again. So all the joint ventures are all in trusts, and they're all in separate trusts. And we've done it all using our knowledge that we've learned through Knowledge Source and Platinum, and other people's money. So we've shared the profits out of it. Yeah. Personal's huge, and what I didn't understand is back in a previous life in Africa, I was actually doing all this anyway. I was manifesting, I really believed in myself, and I was just doing it, but I didn't really know that I was doing it. And when you've come from a hiding for nothing like we did, from the king of the castle to the bottom of the pile, you suddenly, things are harder, and you realize you really have to work at it. But this actually helped me get back into it, to focus, and to learn to, set the goals again and reach for those goals and strive for them, and also to start to manifest again, And a lot of Platinum has been not just a journey of property. Property has been a vehicle to get to where we want to go. And it's interesting to see through the years that, people's visions change over the years, over the year, in fact, from coming in the beginning, well, I'm going to make lots of money, I'll have lots of property. Towards the end, they're talking about other things like helping other people and, making it a better place, sort of thing. So that's the type of person, you're mixing with, and every 2 months you go back to the Platinum, and you've just got this huge lift and energy and everything, and, you're around really positive people, which is great. So apart from changing me and getting me back into that real positive attitude again, which I think I always had the positive attitude, but maybe I'd lost a bit of the belief. And getting back into that, you make really, really good friends. You've got a networking system that's just not paralleled. This is really, really good. And it's a brand new family. So. That's an interesting one. I had to stop and think about that. But if I want to answer it, the first thing that came to mind, what I have gained is a group of friends that are on a different level. And a group of people that we can network with that really care. And, nobody's judging you there. No one is judging you as to whether you've done a lot or done a little or whatever. So apart from the knowledge is huge. It's a really broad spectrum thing, but it's a huge amount of knowledge, and that gets crammed into you in a year. And then the knowledge is great. But I think for me, the bigger part is the other relationships you make, the friendships you make, the networking that is there, and the assistance that you can not only get from other people but give other people. And in the last few years, for me, it's been more about giving something back because of what I've learned and what I've had out of the program. Oh, absolutely. In terms of the cost of the program, quite honestly, the first deal pays for it. So, as I said to you, I was given a long time. Thankfully, Knowledge Source gave me the time to pay this thing, but the first deal does it. So you don't need that long time. You just need the will to work and to do it and to really embrace the program and do it. And as has been said often, all the tools are there, everything's there. They'll teach you to fish, but they're not going to fish for you. And Dymphna said it again this evening. She just said, it's up to you. It's up to you to do what you want to do. But in terms of anybody else that wanted to join the program, don't be scared. In Kevin Dutney's thing, get off that log, get in the pond and get moving, because really all it takes is that initial effort and the lack of fear to get in there and do it. Once you're in there, everybody does it. And I was asked the question earlier today, but the question was, in Platinum, how many people actually do something? And I had absolutely no hesitation. It's 100%. Everybody that joins Platinum does it. They do something. They all do a project. They do something, no matter what stage they came there at. They've all done something.